Good morning, students. I am Deepika. Hope you all are fine. I have made some podcasts of Chapter 5 Panchayati Raj of Civics for Class 6th. As I always used to advise to minimize the brightness of your screen and not to be too close to your screen during our online classes. Keeping in mind the increase in screen time, I am here to present the chapter with a podcast so that you don't strain your eyes and can listen to the topic as per your convenience. Before starting the topic, I have a situation-based question for you. It is titled as The Weakest Link. Think about a basketball match that you're playing against another team. In Team 1, you have the best player in the city in your team, but others hardly know how to play basketball. In Team 2, the other team has no such star, but all players have got good training and play reasonably well. Students, what do you think? Which team will win? Dear students, the team with more weak players will always be a loser, even if its best player is a star. The weakest player has to be made strong for the team to be strong. Similarly, most of the people in our country live in villages and some live in cities. So, for India to develop, which people do you think must be strengthened? Yes, students, the village people. Our country will only prosper if our villages do. With so many years of foreign rule, the villages were in bad shape. When India became independent, it was important to develop villages. The government set up teams to look after the development of villages. The team and the system together are called Panchayati Raj. Let us first understand about Panchayati Raj. It is the oldest system of local government. The word Panchayat is an amalgamation of two words, where Panch means 5 and Ayat means assembly and Raj means rule. In India, the Panchayati Raj generally refers to the local self-government of villages in rural India. The Panchayati Raj system was formalized in 1992. Panchayati Raj is seen as good governance at the village level that can help in developing any village. These lines were spoken by Mahatma Gandhi, and according to him, the future of India lies in its villages. Mahatma Gandhi advocated Panchayati Raj as the foundation of India's political system, as a decentralized form of government, in which each village would be responsible for its own affairs and to include people at the lowest level in the decision-making process. Students, our next topic is Gram Sabha. Gram is the Indian word for village. Gram Sabha is a meeting of all adults who live in the area covered by a Panchayat. Anyone who is 18 years old or more and who has the right to vote is a member of Gram Sabha. The Gram Sabha meeting begins with the Panchayat president or the head of the village, also known as Sarpanch, and the members of Panchayat. Each village Panchayat is divided into wards, that means in smaller areas. Each ward elects a representative who is known as the ward member. All the members of the Gram Sabha elects a Sarpanch, that is the Panchayat president. The ward Panch and the Sarpanch forms the Gram Panchayat and it is elected for 5 years. The Gram Panchayat has a secretary also known as Gram Sevak. He is responsible for calling the meetings of the Gram Sabha and the Gram Panchayat. He also keeps a record of the proceedings. He is not elected but appointed by the government. The Gram Sabha is a key factor in making the Gram Panchayat to play its role and be responsible. It is the place where all plans for the work of the Gram Panchayat are placed before the people. Students, here are some functions of Gram Sabha. It prevents the Panchayat from doing wrong things like misusing money or favoring certain people, as they cannot like or favor their friends and relatives. They have to always do what is good for the people. It looks after village roads, lighting, drinking water, sewage, planting trees, playgrounds, parks, and keeping the village clean. Good morning, students. I am here with episode 2 of Panchayati Raj. The next topic is the Gram Panchayat. The Gram Panchayat meets regularly and one of its main tasks is to maintain and implement development programs for all villages. The work of the Gram Panchayat has to be approved by the Gram Sabha. In some states, Gram Sabha forms committees like construction and development committees. These committees include some members of the Gram Sabha and some from the Gram Panchayat who work together to carry out specific tasks. Now, the work of a Gram Panchayat includes: first, the construction and maintenance of water sources, roads, drainage, school buildings, and other common property resources. Second, collecting local taxes. Third, executing government schemes related to generating employment in the village. Where does it get money for all this? Dear students, there are different sources of funds for the Panchayat. First, collection of taxes on houses, marketplaces, etc. Government schemes, fund received through various departments of the government through the Janpat and village panchayats. Next, donation for community works, etc. Students, here is an example of Hardas village. Hardas village faced a lot of water problem. When the Hardas Gram Panchayat held a meeting, this point was brought up again by some of the members. This meeting was attended by the Sarpanch, ward members and the secretary. Gram Panchayat members first discussed the suggestion to deepen 2 hand pumps and clean one well, so that the village would not go without water. The Sarpanch suggested that since the Panchayat had received some money for maintenance of hand pumps, this could be used for completing this work. The members agreed and the secretary recorded the decision. The members then went on to discuss the options for a long-term solution. They were sure that the Gram Sabha members would ask questions at the next meeting. Some Panch asked whether the watershed program would make a substantial difference to the water level. Students, watershed management is a term used to describe the process of implementing land use practices and water management practices to protect and improve the quality of water and other natural resources. The main aim of watershed management is to conserve the soil, plant and water resources of an area. Hope you understand the working of the Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat with this example. Moving on to the next topic, the 3 levels of Panchayat. After listening about the Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat, you can understand that Panchayati Raj system is a process through which people participate in their own government. Panchayati Raj system is the first tier or level of democratic government. The Panch and the Gram Panchayat are answerable to the Gram Sabha because it is the members of the Gram Sabha who elected them. The idea of people's participation in the Panchayati Raj extend to 2 other levels. One is the block level, which is called the Janpad Panchayat or the Panchayat Samiti. This is the local government body at the Tehsil or Taluka or block level. All the villages under a Tehsil form the development block. The block Panchayat work as a link between the Gram Panchayat and the Zilla Parishad. The next level is the Zilla Parishad. The Zilla Parishad makes the top tier of the Panchayati Raj system. It is headed by an officer from the IAS. Its function is to look after the working of all the Panchayat Samiti and Gram Panchayats under the districts. With the help of Panchayat Samitis, it also regulates the money distribution among all the Gram Panchayats. So, students, in this chapter, we learn about Gram Panchayat that gives power in the hands of the people. It is believed that people are the best judges of local needs and problems. Everything cannot be tackled by the Prime Minister or the Chief Minister. So people should be given some degree of power to tackle the problems of their locality. Thank you.